Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from eTimes TV.
Hello Rakesh, welcome to eTimes TV. How have you been?
I'm good. Coming back to Pune, to my house, to my family has been like, I was waiting for this moment, and finally it has arrived. It's been a crazy journey. So I missed my own people, my own family. So I'm not playing a game here. I'm not among strangers here. So I'm really thrilled to be coming to normalcy.
And what was the first thing you did when you came out of the house? What was the first thing?
The first thing I did was to call my mother, call my sister, call my friends, and they were just waiting for my call because they knew that I'm going to get out and the show is ending and all that. So my mom was thrilled to hear my voice, and she just gave me a huge compliment that I'm so proud of you, my son. So I think that was the biggest compliment because she knows me from childhood and obviously how she's brought me up.
Yes.
And she just said that I think I've done a good job with you. So I was happy to hear that.
Yeah. And if you have to describe, Rakesh, your journey on the show, how will you describe and what do you want to say about your journey?
Oh, it was an eye-opener for sure. It was something, I never thought that I would ever get into a Bigg Boss house ever in my life, because knowing that I'm a private person, I don't open up too easily, and I'm very, for me, I'm not too comfortable in crowd. But that had to change somewhere because I wanted to get comfortable with a lot of things, because somewhere I thought that I was escaping it, and somewhere I thought that I should face my demons. And that house actually taught me how to face the demons, and that's what was important. I think somewhere in your life, you just want to get to a point that, okay, fine, face it hardcore, face it real, face it and let Lord teach you something. And it definitely taught me a lot. It definitely taught me how to deal with situations like these. And, very nice, like calm and chaos also, because you don't have to react to everything that happens around you.
Yes.
You have to have your peace of mind, your sanity. And that's what I did. I kept my sanity as much as possible because I didn't want to lose my shirt over certain things, which was really not needed. And sometimes in the house, you really think, because I come from a background where we deal with a lot of real issues, that we have NGOs and all that, and we deal with a lot of sensible kind of topics which are actually important to the society, or which actually are the center of focus where it has to be. So when we are fighting about things which are like small things, which who said what and who did what, I really used to think that it is what are we fighting about? What are we actually doing? Are these really real topics to fight over? So somewhere I thought that, it's very weird, and it was very odd for me to fight over or give my comment over something like this.
Yes.
So because it's always, you deal with larger problems in life than this, so you always, then I really thought that, okay, fine, how do I get involved into such petty problems, which can be solved, because we fight and towards the night we say sorry to each other. I said, then why do we fight? So it's basically, I thought like that. So maybe it wasn't right for the game show. Maybe the game show demands that. Maybe I was at fault in thinking, because the format is such, maybe I'm was the wrong candidate for that probably. But yes, I enjoyed it. I learned a lot, because see, these small problems also can be problems sometimes in interpersonal relationships,
Yes.
So I'm not negating that either. But yes, it was very difficult for me to come to terms with a larger set of problems than these kind of interpersonal trivial issues, So to strike a balance somewhere. So
Yeah.
I learned that about. I learned about emotion, how to handle emotion, which maybe we think that they are smaller problems, but actually they can become larger. I understood that, yes, issues can't be big or small; they are issues, So I somewhere kind of tried to balance it out.
And do you think, Rakesh, had you played a game solo, या अगर कनेक्शन का पूरा झमेला नहीं होता, आपकी जर्नी काफी अलग होती?
Actually, the coin has two sides. So yes, it can be. I'm not saying no. Definitely, because it was a couple game, we had to be together initially, because we had to. I didn't know Shamitra. She didn't know me. So obviously, there were a lot of issues in the beginning of understanding each other's temperament. Yes, there were firecrackers in between, but I, as a person, I had to handle certain situations because we were clearly told that if you're not a couple, you're not going to go ahead.
Yes, yes.
So it was, yes. I mean, because the format was like that, my journey became that. And obviously, a contestant his journey will become according to the format, the rules which are set,
Yeah.
So obviously, if I was alone, the game would have been different for sure, because there might be some other rules, or some other kind of tasks, probably. But overall, if you see, I'm happy because I learned to deal with my partner. Yes, I was a little insensitive sometimes. I was sensitive at times, but I'm a human being, so I obviously. There is always the sun is not always shining over you.
Yeah.
So it's a learning process. Even in real life, when you're connected with somebody, you have to have patience. You lose it at times. You obviously doubt. Sometimes you really feel loved. But yeah, it's a journey, and I guess even if it was not with Shamita or with anybody else, or I was solo, I think this would have been like that. My outburst or my kind of any emotion would have been the same, because I am what I am, and I would react to a situation in whichever way, in a similar way. I'm not going to change because there's a partner, there's no partner. So that's what.
Yeah, but decision making जरूर change होता अगर आप सोलो खेलते, तब आपको किसी और के बारे में सोचकर अपना गेम नहीं खेलना पड़ता, तब आप सिर्फ अपने बारे में सोचते.
100%. I think decision making, yes, because it is you're playing for your own self. You're not you're only bothered about your own self, your emotions, and your thing. So yeah, I mean, if you're solo, obviously the game is going to be
different.
But yeah, I mean, we're put into that. I think they had a plan to see how we react handling the other person.
Yeah.
So I think that was a
Also, शो में काफी बार ऐसा लगा कि आपको मिसअंडरस्टूड किया गया, काफी लोगों ने आपको समझ कर लिया, काफी बार आप गेम नहीं समझते थे, उसका मजाक भी बनाया गया, काफी बार आपको अप्रिशिएट भी किया कुछ लोगों ने. बट ऐसे टाइम से आपने कैसे डील किया राकेश, जब आप कुछ कहना चाहते थे लेकिन वो लोग अंडरस्टैंड नहीं कर रहे थे, और आप चाहते थे लोग समझे भी कि आप किस तरफ से बोल रहे हैं, या where is this thought coming from? How did you deal with that, and how did you control yourself in these tough situations?
See, in the show also मैंने कहा था कि I blank out when there's chaos. I blank out when too many people talk, and it's just white noise for me. So I did not react because I never react to because I'm a thinker. I don't really कि किसी ने कुछ बोला तो मुझे 1000 जवाब ही होना चाहिए, मुझे immediately जवाब. So I don't counter react immediately for sure, because I think it's a very foolish thing, because you just blabber then, like you don't actually formulate your thoughts, and makes sense. So because you just counter it, it's like a war. Okay, you said this, I have to say it. You said this, I have to say it. So I feel a conversation can't be done that way. I think a conversation has to be a little sensible. If there's a problem, there has to be a solution. You can't start with the problem and end up with the problem,
Yeah.
So I believe being a part of solution is better than being a part of the problem. So a problem can be only solved when you give it a thought, think about it, and not randomly blabber about things. It's not. And I honestly didn't want to do it because it is a show like Bigg Boss, and I had to raise my voice for TRPs or audience like, oh, he's also giving it back or whatever. I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking, okay, fine, let's calm down. Let the other person also calm down, and let's probably have a decent discussion, about the sexist thing that was brought out of the content. So whatever happened that time, if you see the episode, I sat with Muskan later because Muskan had a strong voice about it. And in the first thing, I said, okay, she said, I asked her, and she said, I don't want to talk. And I said, I don't talk too. Then later I thought about it. I said, okay, fine, let's talk sensibly and discuss what is being sexist according to you. I wanted to know exactly from her because she was having a strong viewpoint over it. So when we discussed, it was there in the episode also. We came to a conclusion about what it was and how I was misunderstood. So if I had raised my voice there, it would have been something else, because anyway it was brought out of context. What Nishant or with Prateek or whatever it was happening, It was a gameplay, and they knew that if you raise your voice, I'm going to get confused and I'm going to fall short of words. So
that happened during the Sunday ka War. You were trying to explain, but it went in a different. It was taken in a different tangent.
Yes, it was, and I'm definitely not that. I mean, I'm not at all sexist because I've been raised by very strong women, and I really respect that, and I know their strength and everything. I was only talking about the task related to the task, and that's all. I mean, so that's why I think when I spoke to Muskan, obviously it made a lot of sense after you calm down and when you discuss a situation. You know, that's the time you. Otherwise, बातों से बातें बन के कहीं और चली जाती. So I was a little. So I wanted to give that. That's how it happened. That's how
were you hurt when it was blown out of a proportion during the Sunday का War episode, and you were actually framed कि आप ऐसा सोचते हैं और आपको actually थोपा गया आपके ऊपर कि आप ऐसा सोचते हैं और आप sexist हो?
Yes, of course. And I was only concerned about my mother and my sister because they are very strong individuals, you know, as women, and they work in the field of women empowerment. And I was feeling bad that, you know, their family member, their son or their brother is being targeted like that. And when they know that I'm not like that and I've been in all favor of issues like these, I was heartbroken to, I was just thinking about my family and how they would react and how people would react to it. And they know I'm not that because I'm also part of it. And they're a strong individual. I've seen their strength always and I respect that. So coming from that background, to be accused of a certain thing which was completely brought out of context, it does hurt. And when you're trying to convince somebody and they still don't want to they didn't want me to complete what I was saying, you know?
Yeah.
And there would be reaction. So don't let the person speak. How are you going to get convinced? How are you going to understand also what the person means? So it was heartbreaking for me, and I think it was quite evident when the episode was aired. But yeah, I mean, all said and done, finally, I'm happy that the things were pretty clear later, and we're in good space now.
Yeah. But do you think that this problem was with every Sunday का War? Because जब भी किसी के ऊपर भी इल्जाम लगता था, उन्हें कभी भी अपनी सफाई देने का मौका नहीं मिलता था, या फिर उन्हें दिव्या की तरह चिल्लाकर रिएक्ट करना पड़ता था, and then she was considered as rude and बदतमीज. बट ये संडे का वार के साथ प्रॉब्लम था कि जब कोई भी जिसके ऊपर ये इल्जाम लग रहे हैं वो अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश करता था, उसे कट कर दिया जाता था, उसे पूरा कंप्लीट करने का मौका नहीं दिया जाता.
I think that is the format of the show, right? Because every time if you let somebody complete, because then there's a closure, obviously.
Yeah.
And a show like this, I don't think they would need a closure because they would want to cook this topic. Take it to a level which is like probably find a closure, because a topic has to have a starting point, middle point, and the end point, I guess.
Yeah.
That is the format, storyline of the format, I guess. So I understood that, you know, because I realized that not many people had the chance to complete what they had to say. Because
in fact, during the Zishan episode also, he was made to sit behind and he was not given a chance to, you know, clear his point.
Yes, I feel it was little not fair. I mean, yes, he had a point. Yes, he might be wrong. I'm not saying he's completely right. But yes, I mean, he could have been. I think he should have had a chance to explain himself as well. And but it's very demeaning for a person to sit behind like that. It's like going back to school and you're punished, and you know, like people tease you, or your teacher punished you and all that. So it's just like it's not good for the person's morale, somebody.
Yeah.
But I guess when you sign up for this show, a certain show like this, I think you should be prepared for the consequences. You know, so I think I was not ready before, but then eventually I understood that this is what the format is, and nothing has to be taken to the heart. Eventually, I came to a situation that's okay, fine. Let's play. Let's not be serious about it. And I'm part of the show. I should respect the format, and I should go on.
Yeah. And were you relieved when Nia, when she came as a special guest on the show, and she gave you a chance to speak what you actually feel and what you have been going through in the last 2-3 weeks? Were you relieved कि किसी ने at least आपको मौका दिया, आपका point of view सुनने को, लोगों को मजबूर किया कि बैठो और शांति से सुनो कि मैं क्या महसूस कर रहा हूँ?
I was really happy that, and especially it was my birthday. I remember. So she came in as a surprise gift wrapped in gold, which she was wearing. I think she gave me a fair chance, and a lot of people were misunderstanding me. And somewhere, because my voice was a little lower, I couldn't scream and shout, so probably I couldn't convey my feelings towards any issue or any person. So I was really happy that I could speak what I I could never say that in front of. I've never discussed. I don't really discuss issues, my personal issues like sick or whatever. I don't, because sometimes it can be taken as you are a sympathy seeker.
Yeah.
You are somebody like you making petty issues a mountain of a mole, probably.
Yeah, and especially on a show like this.
Yeah, on a show like this. So I never wanted to go that way. But it was important somewhere. I felt it wasn't about me, it's a general topic, when you are a slow learner, when you're growing as a child. A lot of people I've seen are don't cope up with the education system, which is already set for us. It's like a herd mentality that, a child is forced to study something which he's not interested in.
Yeah.
So there are vocational things. Probably he can do excel in some other thing that he can probably is good at. So somebody had to break the mold. I wanted to tell that don't make fun of such people. Because it really means it just brings their morale down. And as a child, I've seen that a lot of people used to make fun of me. Padhai nahi karega, marks nahi layega. But nobody saw the good side. Nobody saw how good I was in the other element. Bhagwan the ek cheez deta to dusra bhar ke deta. So I believe in that. So I was being bullied as a child where these things were concerned, and here also it was happening in the Bigg Boss house. Ki tumhe game kab samajh mein aayega? Tum kab samjhoge? Last week mein samjhoge, abhi samjhoge, whatever. So once and twice it's okay, but every time saying that it's you're setting an example, and on a show like this, when it is like such a famous show, you are giving out wrong messages, and I wanted to stop that somewhere, and that's why I had to say what I had to say, just because people realize that it is a genuine problem. When you are a little slow on the uptake, it's not because you're dumb or whatever. It is generally genetically you're that. So don't make fun of it. Let the person breathe and let the person find sense and wrap his head around the situation in his own time, in his own good way, and buck him up. That's what I think.
And did it came organically, or Rakesh, you thought कि मुझे बोलना चाहिए या नहीं, क्योंकि ये ऐसा शो है, जैसे आपने बोला कि यहाँ पे लोग इसको ऐसे लेंगे कि मैं सिंपैथी कार्ड खेलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, या फिर आपने पहले कभी भी इन मैटर्स के बारे में डिस्कस नहीं किया? एंड बीइंग अ पब्लिक फिगर और पर्सनालिटी, एक्टर्स या जो भी पर्सनालिटी है वो काफी बार सोचते हैं कि मैं एक अपना वीकनेस या मैं अपना एक ऐसा साइड लोगों को ना दिखाऊं जो लोग हमें हीरो समझते हैं. कितना करेज लगा आपको इस चीज के बारे में बात करने के लिए, लोगों के सामने लाने के लिए?
Because this is real issue. This is not something. And me being an actor, I think I have a voice to people will hear my voice.
Yeah.
So obviously, you have to make use of that. I cannot take it for granted just because I've got fame. It's more the reason I should speak about it.
Yes.
Yet I've not spoken about it before because there was no situation like that for me to speak about it. Yeah. Yes, in our NGO we talk about it. I don't need to speak about it, but our the theory that we have and the programs that we have naturally speaks about it to help we deal a lot in skill development and vocational things, and how a parent should understand the child. There are programs that have been developed by psychologists. So I don't need to speak about it there because it's already taken care of. But a platform like that, yes, it was needed when it was the issue was raised to another level. So I had to break my silence and talk about it. And I think I'm glad that I got the opportunity, and I took the opportunity, and it came really organic to me because I never thought that, okay, I'm going to make everybody sit and give a lecture to anybody. But eventually the situation happened. Yeah. I'm happy God gave me the chance, and I'm happy that people heard me. And I hope things change for everybody, not just for me, and for everybody around. As the children there are adults who are like that as well. So I hope that changes.
After coming out, Rakesh, you must have seen the tweets and the social media buzz about you and about Shamita, about your decision making. हम जो देख रहे हैं शो, हम कुछ लोगों को ये समझ में आया कि आपके लिए काफी डिफिकल्ट रहा चीजों को ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट अनाउंस करना. अगर आपकी एक बॉन्डिंग दिव्या के साथ भी थी तो शमिता के साथ भी थी, और आप नहीं चाहते थे कि आप उस सिचुएशन में फंसे जहां पर आपको दोनों में से एक को चूज करना है, क्योंकि आप हर्ट नहीं करना चाहते थे किसी को. दैट वाज योर थिंकिंग. लेकिन काफी लोगों ने उसको नहीं माना. उनको ये लगता था कि आप बिग बॉस जैसे शो पर आए हैं तो आपको बताना पड़ेगा कि क्या ब्लैक है क्या व्हाइट है, और उसके लिए आपको क्रिटिसाइज भी किया गया बाहर, आपने अगर देखा होगा तो. जब आपने वो ट्वीट्स रीड किए या आपको ये बातें बताई गई, व्हाट वाज योर रिएक्शन?
See, there is black and white, there is gray. So gray can't be, it's okay to be gray, I think, at times. It's not, you have to be black and white. I don't think anybody is black and white in life, Yes, you have to be black and white where certain things are concerned. But certain things, a gray area is always also good at times, I feel, because I do not want, why gray is because I only did that because I'm not a person who can hurt anybody. And I'm a very bad person. I'm a person who find it very difficult to say no. I mean, yes, strong points, yes, I would say no. But such things, feelings are concerned. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I want to balance both the sides properly, equally. And it's some way, by doing that, I guess, when I did that, probably it was taken in a different way. I didn't mean that. I wanted Shamita and Divya to come together, sort their differences, and be friends, because they're great human. Both of them are great human beings. There are issues which are being created in the house. You are fighting with each other because of the house, because of the situation, the tasks that are being given to you.
Yes.
Take it as tasks. Don't take it personally. Don't take it like, he said what and she said what and I did this and you did that. And what used to happen is, because Divya was my friend. I mean, we started on a very good note. Shamita was an integral part of my life.
Yeah.
And somewhere when two people who are close to you are in a problem, a fix like this, the vibes around you really get dark.
Yeah.
And it's not good to be in bad vibes. I really wanted to be in good vibes always. I generally create good vibes around. Because it becomes, I'm a little selfish, but that is because I like good vibes and I like to be happy in those vibes. And I like other people also to create good vibes. So everybody's happy and we just cross situations where they are. We don't make complicated things. So my whole intention was to decision making from here to there or whatever. I was trying to I became like, a monkey around, trying to make somebody happy and this happy, and maybe that nobody should get sad. Everybody should be happy in this situation. So I wanted the situation to be happy, and that's that. That's why somewhere I faltered where, somewhere when I was with Divya or with Shamita, somebody, whatever you do, one person is always going to be unhappy.
Yes.
So you cannot keep convincing or pleasing everybody. You just have to try. I tried my level best to make sense of the situation, make the two people that were involved in my life that time in the show to get along, so that the sailing is smooth for all of us, so that it doesn't become an issue, doesn't become a triangle, or there was no need to become a triangle.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that. So I wanted, because they both are lovely people, sensible people. It's just the situation that was making them devils, for no reason. So I think I didn't want, wanted the audience to see also that these are petty issues and we can cross them with maturity. So just that, I just wanted them to get close enough and just solve this issue. And that's why.
But did you feel bad when you were blamed for it कि आप decision नहीं लेते और उसकी वजह से ये दोनों आपस में लड़ रहे हैं?
I wasn't feeling. I felt bad a bit, but then later I said, screw it. I don't want to. Even if I take the blame, it's fine as long as the situation is solved. Because internally it was something else. What probably it's a show. Probably it comes across as a very different thing. But I knew in my heart that I was not. Even if I was blamed for it, it was fine. Because at the end of it, if these two people can become friends, then for me it was okay. But it was something else. Eventually, it became something else, and it just was blown out of proportion. But but I still stand on that ground. I wanted them to get along for sure, and I tried my level best solve the issues between them. But it didn't work out.
Yeah. And how's the equation with Shamita now? आप दोनों ने बोला बाहर जाकर देखेंगे. Are you guys in contact? And did you speak to each other after coming out of the show?
Of course, I mean, see, I always told her, like there's life outside the show, and we didn't want to discuss anything inside the show because it was a show, it was a game show.
Yeah.
And if there are feelings, if there are no feelings or whatever, we wanted to discover after we get out of this house. And it's work in progress. We talk. Yes, we have conversations. We will be meeting soon, and you would know.
Yeah. We also saw Riddhi supporting you a lot from outside, जब भी आपके बारे में कोई नेगेटिव ट्वीट हुआ या जब आप इमोशनल पड़े, we saw that she stood the ground और उन्होंने आपके लिए बोला, उन्होंने आपको बाहर से रूट किया. Have you spoken to her and have you seen those tweets?
Yes, I just spoke to her yesterday. She's not in India. She's abroad. So she said you played well, and I was worried about how you would be dealing with it. She was worried about me and Nishant also, that we don't fight too much. Because three of us have spent a lot of time. And she just was bothered that about the henpecked thing, what was being that she also reacted with it. So she said that it's not about you were never henpecked. It's just that you care a lot about people, and that's why you are that way. It's like you feel for the person, so you probably would not react to a person in a angry way or in a difficult situation. You really deal with the person in the right way. So that doesn't make me respect. So that's what's up.
Yeah. And if given a chance, main Bigg Boss house में जाने का मौका मिले, ऑफर होगा, तो will you take it up? Because हमने देखा एंड तक आते आते आप सब परेशान थे. आप लोगों को था कि कब दरवाजा खुले और हम भागे. And nobody wanted to actually you guys were competing for the main house. लेकिन फिनाले के एक दिन पहले तक कोई जाना नहीं चाहता था, except for Pratik.
Pratik was the happiest to go there.
Yeah.
And I don't know right now. I can't comment about it. But everybody would know whether I'm there or not there. I'm still thinking. So probably you will get to know.
Also, दिव्या के साथ आपको लगा कि कभी शायद आपने बैलेंस करने के चक्कर में कभी आपको ऐसा लगा कि आपने उनको थोड़ा हर्ट कर दिया, जो एक फ्रेंड जितना कर सकता है उतना आप नहीं कर पाए?
मुझे लगा because Divya, see, a lot of people have told me that Divya has bitched about you guys behind your back and all that. See, for me, what I see on my face, what I see the person as in front of me is very important. अभी जो इंसान मेरे बारे में कुछ भी बोलेगा पीछे, मेरे पीछे, वो उसका कर्म है. Now I cannot change that. I cannot change. As long as a person is nice to me in my face, and I'm nice to him or her in her face, all is good. And I wanted to support her. Yes, there were issues between Shamita and her, where I was a little indecisive because I wanted to keep both of them happy and come to a point where there's sanity. मुझे लगा कि मेरा सपोर्ट थोड़ा कम हुआ था उसके लिए बीच में, and she really cared for me. I mean, she really, I don't know whether I didn't think that she was playing a game where that was concerned, honestly. She was genuine where that is concerned. But yes, she also played a game. I mean, she also was saying certain things, and all the people have said, don't talk to her and this, that, and she'll be bitching out and Shamita out. Understand, guys, we are in a game show. People are supposed to do that, and I have to accept it somewhere. And I don't know. That's why I wanted to get out of the house to actually find what the real person is. But whatever I saw of Divya, whatever she did for me, I was pleasant. It was a pleasant experience. She didn't come across to me as a bad person.
Yeah.
There were other sides also. I understand that. But I wanted to be with her. I also felt that she was alone. She was lone soldier. So I felt there's a lot of empathy for people like that in my life, because they are fighting their own battles. So I would rather have them have my support in certain ways. So I did feel a little, I wanted to support her. But also I wanted to take care of Shamita as well. So I wanted to balance out certain things, and I didn't want anybody to get upset about it. So I was trying to take care of situation that.
Were you let down by? You felt let down by Nishant on the show because आप दोनों पहले से एक दूसरे को जानते थे. कभी आपको बुरा लगा कि वो गेम के लिए इस एक्सटेंट तक जाते थे कि वो आपको हर्ट कर देते थे उस फ्रेंड को जिसको वो 15 साल से जानते थे?
निशांत, yes, I was. वो शो में दिखाई भी दिया है कि मैंने बोला है कि मुझे तेरा बिहेवियर अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, you know, because I don't know this Nishant at all. Nishant and I go a long way back, you know, like we know each other for so long, and I've seen in real life also we've had fights, you know, we've had great moments. But then I realized that he is here to play the game. He wants to win the trophy. So I understood where he was coming from, so I let him be. So he's always going to be a dear friend. That's not going to change. The point is, you know, when you are great friends, you have to understand the person and let the person be at that particular point. By teri journey hai, tu ji le abhi. I am there for you. You have my back. I have your back. So I think that's what was. I came to a point where that was the only thing. Or मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि anything should disturb a real friendship or whatever it is. I think game show है. उसने मुझे समझाया कि मैं game खेलने आया हूँ यहाँ. So I understood that and I respect that. So yeah.
Lastly, any message to fans who have always supported you and, you know, cheered for you, rooted for you, so that आप finale तक पहुँचे?
मुझे खुद को नहीं पता है कि मैं finale तक कैसे पहुँचा. I think it's purely because of fate and audience support. But thank you so much because I've been reading all the messages. Yes, there were a lot of negative shit which was spoken in between. And I am glad that people understood eventually where I came from. I'm not a dirty man. I'm not a person who is complicated in the head. I just care too much about people to give hard reactions and hard opinions. I want to create a happy place around me. I want everybody to be happy, and sometimes to make people happy, I unknowingly make people sad as well. I'm a human being, and I really apologize if I really hurt people unknowing. I don't really intentionally do anything. And yet, I think that's what people eventually saw that in me, and they kind of supported me now. And I've been seeing a lot of good messages, texts and messages, and the followers are saying all positive things around the show. And I'm really happy that you understood me eventually, and I'm blessed to have such people around me. I mean, the love is. I would cherish this always in my heart.
Thank you so much, Rakesh. All the best for future, and it was lovely talking to you.
Same here. Take care.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.